welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a little bit of a top 10 for you. So as the only Disney park I've been to is Disneyland Paris, I thought it was only right that I do a top 10 rides in Disneyland Paris. So these will be sort of, this is like my own personal preference, obviously you guys are different, so after you've watched this video, leave a comment down below of what your top 10 rides are and why. It'd be really good to get like a little discussion going. So basically, there are over 25 rides in Disneyland Paris, like between the two parks. So this top 10 is with both parks included, so it's not just one for studios, it's both. So I've got my handy little book here because I've managed to write down some notes as to why each ride is in the position it is. This first one actually quite controversial. My first ride, so number 10, is It's a Small World. So as you guys know if you've watched my vlogs from not last year, the year before, It's a Small World, not my fave, not gonna lie. However, I do find it to be a real classic. So every time we do go on a Disney trip, I have to go on It's a Small World. Even though it pains me slightly and the song gets stuck in my head the whole trip, it's kind of a must do. Like, I feel like if you go to any Disney park, you have to go on It's a Small World. Like, just got to. And I absolutely love the It's a Small World merch as well. So I'm really looking forward to April's Minnie's main attraction, because this is the first time that I want like the bag and the plush and the ears. My bank account's going, no, stop, don't. But yeah, I actually really like it, the like aesthetic of It's a Small World. I'm just not a fan of the ride itself, but then at the same time I'm also like, it's classic, you gotta go on it. Every trip you need to go on It's a Small World. But what I do like about it is that at Christmas, it's sort of like, it's intertwined, it sort of mixes up. So you've got It's a Small World playing, then you've got like Jingle Bells playing, and then you've got It's a Small World again, and then the Christmas one. And I really like that, and I was able to go on it a lot more when it was mixed in with Christmas songs, so I do like it for that reason as well. Oh, what I also forgot to say is that I'm going to be popping, if I can, I'll pop some like ride pictures in around here somewhere if I figured out how to do that. But yeah, no, I do like It's a Small World for the fact that it's a Disney classic, and also if you've got little ones as well, it's a really nice sort of sit down ride, it's a nice chill. There's a lot for them to take in, so it's very like visually like beneficial. That's not the word I'm looking for at all. It's like visually pleasing, shall we say, apart from the scary doll side of things. It's like, you know, it's got a lot of bright colours, it's good for little ones and things like that, so it's good in that sense. Moving on to number 9. Well, I cannot pronounce this one in French at all, so I'm gonna say what it is in English, and in English it's the Land of Fairy Tales, and then obviously I'll put the French across here because I'm not going to try and pronounce that, because I think I just wouldn't do it justice, like it'd be awful. And for those of you who don't know what this ride is, this is the one you can find in Fantasyland, and it's basically, it's another boat. Love a good boat, even though I hate water. It's another boat, and you basically go on this boat and you go around little like miniature versions of fairy tales. So you've got like the Wizard of Oz in there, you've got the Little Mermaid in there, you've got all these little miniature versions as you go around. And the reason that this ride is in my top 10 is because it's a calming ride. So obviously Disneyland Paris, or any Disney park to be fair, can become really overwhelming, and sometimes it can just get a bit too much. You just think, right, okay, hang on, I need to have a sit down and a calm down for a couple of minutes. And I find that this ride really helps with things like that. So like, it's calming, there's nothing too much to it, you can just sit, go around on the water, it's not fast, it hasn't got loops and drops and God knows what else. It's just really nice, it's just like a really nice chill ride. Like, the only way that I can describe it, the only downside is obviously if it rains it's an outside ride, so you're gonna get wet. Oh, and if you've been on it you know this, obviously at the beginning to get onto the boat you have to step across the, it's like a platform that moves around as you're trying to get on the boat, and the one time I did it I nearly dropped my ears and my bag in the water, and that was just something else, fair play. But that was just me being a bit of an idiot. But yeah, other than that, I put this in my top 10 just because it's a nice chill ride if you want a break from all the busy like hustle and bustle of Disneyland. It's a lovely little break. Number 8. So for me, number 8 was the Mad Hatter's Teacups. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering why. Probably not. It's Alice in Wonderland. Of course it's got to be in my top 10 somewhere. Alice in Wonderland is my favourite film. So obviously an Alice in Wonderland ride had to make it into my top 10. The reason I put this at number 8 is because it's a really nice ride. The theming is brilliant. I really love it. I love looking at when I'm in the teacup as well, because you can see all the lanterns and everything. And if you go on it as the sun is setting, the pictures you can get of it for a start, oh, I love them. But it's just like a really, like, oh, it's just beautiful. Like, the ride is really stunning. And the other bonus is that obviously it spins around naturally anyway. I say naturally, you know what I mean? It spins around on its own. And then you can also like control the spinning as well. So if you want it to go really fast and you want to spin around really, really quickly, you can do that. If you just want it to slowly spin you around, you can do that as well. So it's great if you want to like control how the ride is going, you can do that on this ride. What else is there? Yes, for me, this is just sort of a personal thing. Every time that I've gone, there's been quite a short queue. So it's really great if you want to get a ride in really quickly. I mean, the most I've queued for, I think, is 25 minutes. Something like that. I think that was like the maximum, and that was when the sun was setting, so it was like, I suppose everyone had the same idea. But yeah, I just really love Alice in Wonderland, and I think the teacups are like a perfect little addition to the Disney parks. Okay, number 7. So number 7 is Buzz Lightyear's Laser Blast. I love this ride. It had to be in my top 10 just because it's so fun. Like, I really love it, and it's very different to most of the rides that you get in Disneyland. So for those of you who don't know what it is, you sit 2 per person in a little like cart thing. And then you've got a little laser gun, and then you just go around shooting all the targets, and then you rack up a score, and then your score's against the person next to you, and then at the end there's like a big list of where you are on the scoreboard, things like that. I just really love it for that sense, really. It's a good competitive one, and I'm slightly competitive, and so is Chris. If you guys have watched the vlogs, you know this, because I have beat him every time, apart from once. But yeah, it's a nice little competitive one. The only downside, I would say, to this ride is the photo opportunity. But this, again, is just a personal thing, because I can't find it. I still have no idea where the photo opportunity section is, like part is, and so all the ride photos that I get are me with a very concentrated look on my face. As like, I'm just like, these are all the photos that are taken on the ride. Like, so for me, that's the only downside, is that I don't know where the photo moment is. So every ride photo I get from it, I just look really like, I look like I'm in pain sometimes. I'm like concentrating so much. Yeah, that would be my only downside as to why it's not lower down in the list, is that. Oh, and of course it's got another, like the Land of the Fairy Tales, it's got another moving track to get on the ride, and I just sort of panic. Like, it's like the simplest thing, you've just got to walk along the track and then get on the ride. But my feet and my head don't sort of like coordinate with each other, and then my feet are trying to get on and I'm not all sorted, and yeah, I just have a bit of a panic before I get on it, just in case I miss the ride or something. But yeah, apart from that, I absolutely love that ride. Okay, so number 6 is Big Thunder Mountain. Are we surprised this is in the list? No. Big Thunder Mountain is an absolute classic. Like, as long as you're okay with roller coasters, go on it. Like, oh my gosh, I can't say this enough. Go on the ride. I love it. It's just like a really nice roller coaster ride. There's no loops or anything. It's just, there's a few drops, but there's no loops. And it's like a long ride as well. I'm sure some of you will know what I'm on about when I say this. Like, it's a long ride, so you're on it for quite a long time, and it feels like, because you queue for, most of the time you queue for ages, unless you've got a fast pass. You tend to queue for ages for it. So I like rides that are long when you're on them, because I feel like it was worth the queue. That makes sense. The only thing I don't like though about this ride is the queue, and not because it's long. I just don't like how the queue's laid out. I don't know, is that really petty? I don't like it. You go upstairs and downstairs and round the thing, and I'm not a fan, I'm not gonna lie. So every time I go on it, I do try to go on it with a fast pass, so I haven't got to do the whole queuing malarkey, because I don't know, I don't like it. Okay, so number 5, we are in the Walt Disney Studios, and we are on Crush's Coaster. What can I say? I love this ride, and I love it because it's different. I guess there's a theme coming in. If it's different, I like it. No, I love it because obviously, if you don't know, you're sat in essentially like a shell, and it's 2 people facing the front and 2 people facing the back. And as you're going on this roller coaster, the, like, is it a cart? I don't know what they're called. The thing that you sat in itself spins itself around as well. So you get to see it from all, you get to see basically a 360 of the ride. You see it from all different angles. It's got loops, and it's got loops, hasn't got loops. It's got like twists and things like that, and it actually comes outside at one point, and you can see everyone stood in Walt Disney in the studios, which I also really love about it. And I'm not gonna lie, the thing I do love the most are the little seagulls. Ooh, it's got the seagulls from Nemo on there, and I love the seagulls, guys. I think I've got a slight obsession with the seagulls. But no, I really like it for that reason, not just for the seagulls obviously, but seagulls are a good bonus. The only thing I don't like is that it hasn't got a fast pass. If you've gone to Disneyland Paris, or you're planning to go, if you've got extra magic hours, wow. If you've got extra magic hours, I would definitely recommend going to the studios first thing and getting in that queue if you want to go on it, because the queue will be long the whole day. We've been there and it's been like 90 minutes and it's been 120 minutes, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So we tend to go on it first thing, and it'll use up the whole time you're in magic hours, you're in extra magic hours, because the queue just doesn't go down. And there is no fast pass. There is a single rider line, which obviously if you've been on it before and you don't mind splitting off from your group, by all means go on that. That's what Chris and I do. But yeah, it is a very long queue and there is no fast pass for it. Okay, so fun story. My camera battery died as I was filming the 4th one, and I couldn't find the charger. So this is actually 2 days later. I had to order a new camera battery off Amazon. It's just been delivered now with like a rechargeable pack, so I can charge the batteries. Yeah, it got delivered about an hour ago. So hello again. It wouldn't look like it on film, but it's been 2 days. Okay, so this is like future me. I just realised as I was editing this that I've missed out number 4. So I'm going to quickly pop that in now as I say this. So number 4 for me is the RC Racer. This I just feel is like such an underappreciated ride. I really love it. Basically, if you don't know what it is, you're sat in the RC Racer car from Toy Story, and it's just like, you know, like probably when you were younger you went on like the pirate ships that just swung back and forth. It's like one of those basically, and you sit in there and you just go back and forth like this. But I just love it. I find it really like thrilling because as you're pulled back, when you get to the top you sort of lift up off your seat and then you go back down and go up it, and I really love it. And I think it is quite underappreciated, like nobody tends to mention it, and it's just such a good ride. Like I really love it. The only thing for me is that I wish it had a photo opportunity, because that would be brilliant. And I also, I do like the queue system. But a lot of it's outside, so you are going to get a little bit wet if the queue's a little bit long. So, carrying on with number 3. Number 3 is the Ratatouille ride. Are we surprised it's in the top 3? No. I absolutely love this ride. Like, it's really, so it's like fully immersive. Like, you sit in a little mouse and you've got 3D glasses on, and all the scenes around you are huge because obviously you're a mouse, so everything's big and there's smells in it and there's 3D. And so the thing is with me is that I can't, siren, sorry, there's a siren going off outside. I can't usually see 3D. I don't know why, like when there's 3D on the telly, or I'll go to cinema and there's 3D films, I can't see it, it just looks normal to me. Whereas with this, I don't know what they do differently. It's the same with the Spider-Man thing in Madame Tussauds. I can see it, like I can see the 3D, like I can see things coming towards me, and I really enjoy it because it's fun, and that's the whole point of the ride, you know. So it's nice that I can actually see that. But yeah, I love it. It's fully immersive. It's great for little ones. It's great for adults. Like, it's fun for everyone. Yeah, I really love it. And I like that it's, well, for me anyway, every time I've gone on it, it's different. So There was one time I went on it and I could smell oranges. The other time I went on it I could smell bread, which was bizarre. The end scene, I won't spoil it for anyone that hasn't gone on it yet, but it was different every time I've gone on it, like something different's happened each time. And I really love that about it, and it's really fun. And the other good thing is that it's got a normal line, a single rider line, and a fast pass line. So it's really good. So even when the ride line is like an hour long, you can just go in the single rider. And a few times that I've managed to get a fast pass for it in the middle of the day as well. So it's just really good. I really, really enjoy that ride. Okay, so number 2, we're getting down to it now, there's only 2 to go. Number 2 for me is actually Chris's number 1, and that is Star Wars Hyperspace Mountain. I love this ride, but I also really love like full-on roller coasters, so like this one has like a corkscrew at the end and things like that. But what I love most is when you sit on it and it starts to go and you turn the corner, you can hear the opening of the Star Wars like song, and I get goosebumps. I love it so much, it really does, it gives me goosebumps. And then of course like you shoot off and there's like lasers and lightsabers and you go up and down and upside down, and I love it. Really, really, really love that ride. But right, so if you've been on it and if you've got like long hair like mine, do you find that when the barrier goes up, your hair just gets like attached to it? Like I think where the rubber's so like where it stretches, obviously it stretches when you're on the ride, my hair tends to get trapped, and then when the bar gets lifted up, my hair just ends up stuck in it, so I end up like pulling out loads of hair when I get off the ride. Like it might just be me, and like I thought it was because I used to have my hair down, so I went on it with my hair in a ponytail. I still got it stuck. Like I don't even know how I managed it, but I still got my hair stuck in the ride. So does that happen to like anyone else? Because I think it's just me and I'm just being a bit of an idiot, but there we are. Okay, so we've got to number 1. And for me, my number 1 favourite ride in Disneyland Paris is, like I should do a drum roll on my book, Tower of Terror. I absolutely love this ride. I know there's one in Walt Disney World as well, and there's one in Tokyo Disneyland and everything. So I'm sure if you've been to a Disney park you'll know it, and I know that in Disneyland it's now the Guardians of the Galaxy ride. But I love this ride. So for a start, the theming is brilliant. I love the fact it's in like an old hotel. The queue for it is quite like, not exciting, like I don't think a queue's ever going to be that exciting, but like I don't mind the queue, like I'll happily queue in it, it doesn't bore me, it's not like the Big Thunder queue. And then obviously like it's themed throughout, so like the beginning when you go in the room when the telly comes on and how the cast members interact with you, like I love it, because it's got that little bit of like a scare factor to it, and that really like excites me when I go on the ride. Like I don't like being scared too much, but like I do love the little like scareness of it. And then obviously the ride drops are different as well, so there's sort of like a series of drops you can go on, and they're different every time. I love that when you get up to the top it opens up and you can just see the whole of the studios. I think that that's just brilliant. And I wish I could get my camera out and take a photo from up there, but I'm not going to try that on the ride. But no, I love it, and I am so excited because obviously I know that they've changed it up, because the last time we were in Disneyland Paris was 2018, like November time as well, so it was like quite late. They've changed it up and they've added new sequences and new scenes to it, and I'm so excited to try those, hopefully when we go at the end of the year. I can't wait. But yes, that was my top 10 rides in Disneyland Paris. Let me know in the comments what your top 10 rides are, and we'll have a bit of a discussion. Like I love hearing other people's views of the park, like it makes my day. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. As always, follow me on Instagram because I update there more than I update here, so oh, that was really cheesy, wasn't it? But yeah, please follow me on Instagram, and I think that is it, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.